Well, hello friends. I'd like to welcome you to this Thanksgiving edition of Meet Me at the 313 Grill and Kitchen. It is the weekend before, the last Saturday before Thanksgiving. I just want to tell our viewers a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that the good Lord is good to you and your family this day, and be thankful for all the many things the good Lord has given you. So I thought tonight we're going to have a little early Thanksgiving little celebration here in our household. We're going to have some of my wife's family over tonight. We're doing it kind of early this year because we are going to be traveling. I'm sure some of you aren't going to be traveling or going to be traveling rather. We're going to be taking a little trip by airplane in a few days. We're going to go visit some family for Thanksgiving. So we're going to do our Thanksgiving here a little early, as my wife has suggested. So coming up, I tell you what we're going to do. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to show you how to put a turkey together the way we do it. We're going to do our infamous potato casserole, which we have done in a couple of episodes a while back. And we're also going to do deviled eggs and collards. So you do not want to miss this edition of Meet Me at the 313 Grill and Kitchen. So in just a second, I'm going to show you how to fix a turkey. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy tonight's show. All right, friends, so here we are in the kitchen. We're going to show you how we put a turkey together. This is how we do it, and I'll go ahead and just kind of walk you through it. You want to turn your oven on to 350, and our oven is currently warming up right now to 350. Kind of show you here a little bit too. We got our big roaster pan going, and we've always cooked turkeys in a turkey bag, and I'll show you how we prep for that in just a minute. This helps keep it very moist and juicy. And what we want to do with it is we want to put a little flour in the turkey bag just to help to kind of keep that moist and all the juices that go with the turkey. So, lesson number one, when you thaw out a turkey, you want to follow the instructions how to thaw out a proper turkey. So if you're going to cook it on a Saturday like we are, I will get it out Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. It depends on when you're cooking the turkey. So most likely with it being Thanksgiving, you're going to put out your turkey at least by Sunday. You want to give it at least 4 to 5 days for a complete thaw. So never ever, here's another big important tip which has been discussed on the news lately. Never ever wash your turkey with water, because what you're doing is you're spreading bacteria to anywhere in your kitchen. And with small children like us, you don't need to get anybody sick, especially during the holiday season. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and prepare our turkey, and I'll show you what we normally do with ours. So we have a good sized turkey. So this is our turkey. I'll go ahead and pull it out and let you see. This is about maybe 12 to 13 pound turkey. So when you're always cooking turkey, always follow the instructions. But this is what we do in our household: 350 and 30 minutes per pound. So we're going to let that kind of get settled. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get the turkey bag ready to go. And you know, when you're using a bag, you don't need to spray down your dishes. All of this is going to be in the bag itself. So what I'm going to do, and always after you touch raw meat, you always want to wash your hands. When I get the bag up, and we'll be in good shape. Of course, it's right here. There we go. Just gotta. There we go. Bag was a little stubborn trying to get up in there. All right, so I'm gonna put the turkey right here. And I'm going to put that. And normally some of these come with ties, but we're actually going to tie it around ourselves, and I'll show you how we do that in just a minute. Now we got our bag ready. We're going to take a little bit of flour. I just want to be real careful with it. All right, now I'm going to close up that, and you just kind of want to shake it around so it'll be all over. Just like that. All right, that's done. We're going to set that aside. Now, move over here to the sink, and I'll show you how I marinate the turkey. Now, depending on your household, we do a very simple thing. Of course, I'm very big on olive oil because olive oil makes everything so flavorful and tender and juicy and moist. So we're going to do our basic method, olive oil, salt, and pepper, just to rub down the turkey. So what I like to do is I like to put this in the sink so you won't have any contaminants, won't get any bacteria as we discussed going around the place. So I want to take it out of its original content of the package. Alright, and get some, you want to get some scissors, of course. Always, depending on how you cook a turkey, we always like to remove the giblets and the other things that come with the turkey. So, and always make sure, before you even prep the turkey, that you want to have everything out that you are going to use to marinate the turkey. Alright, our oven's ready to go as it has been indicated. Alright, so we got our turkey, and the first thing that we want to do is we want to get our guts and everything that comes with it out. So, there's a little bag here that we need to pull out. There goes that. So, now we can, some of these things, turkeys, you have to play around to get what you want out of here. Okay, and you could just pour all this stuff into the, that's what we want out of it. And make sure you have everything out that is supposed to be out of the turkey. And normally, typically, what you do, you could put anything you want in there. You could put stuffing in there, but we're not going to stuff it because we will cook the stuffing on the stovetop. So always make sure you have everything out of the turkey, because we've done here before in our house, and I'm sure it's a common mistake that you cook the bag of stuff that they give you with the turkey. So always make sure, and these turkeys do come with a pouch right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little red indicator on the side of the turkey to let you know when the turkey is done. But for purposes, you want to make sure that the internal temperature of the turkey is 165. So, now what we're going to do is we are going to marinate our turkey. Keep that to the side. And I will Clorox this when I get done. So I'm going to start pouring olive oil all around the turkey, and then we're going to take our hands and rub it. Of course, I will Clorox and debacterize the salt and pepper. Just kind of rub it all over the place. There's the bag we want out of it. So always check around the turkey to make sure everything out of it is that you need. So, alright, now what I'm going to do is pour some of the stuff out. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do is we'll move this out of the way. I'm going to wash my hands, because like I said, you don't want to contaminate much. You want to try to keep the contamination level as much down as you can, so you won't make anybody sick over the holidays. Alright, now we're going to get out the salt and the pepper. We're going to kind of coat the turkey. So I'm going to start a little bit up here. Kind of work your way around. Alright, I'm going to take some pepper. And then just kind of rub it all over. You want to try to, of course, in between, if your hands get too slimy with olive oil, you might want to consider washing your hands in between. Now we can keep on. Alright. Kind of rub it all around the turkey. Alright, now for the last time I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to get this thing prepped. I try to keep my hands washed as much as I can when handling raw meat, as it is a requirement in the kitchen. Alright, now we're going to come over here And we're gonna get Tom the turkey prepped. So I'm gonna carry my dish over, and always, if you got anywhere that spills, you might want to put it in the washer and get it ready to go. So here's our turkey, and look at that thing, isn't she good? Ready to cook. All right, now we're going to put the turkey into the bag. So this is a little simple little, best way to just bring it around here and try to keep your bag open, and we're just going to slide it on in, just like that. You want to try to. All right, folks, so here's our turkey, ready to go. Now the final step that we need to do is we need to tie the bag. So normally what I like to do is I like to tie the bag. You want to try to keep all of these juices. Normally they come with ties, but we somehow misplaced the ties, but don't tell anybody that. So, I'm going to keep it just like that. What you want to do, I'm just going to tie it up a little more. See if I can try to do it this way. Sometimes you gotta do it the old school way. So we're just gonna tie it around, try to get it as little as you can. And just pull your thumb through there. And what I like to do is another little hole, so let's tie this up. We didn't get on there too. Do it that way, there we go. All right, now you want to do is you want to take a knife, and I like to cut a slit about 1 inch on the top to let some of this moisture come in there. That's what will help cook the turkey. So before we put it in, I always want to check and make sure that everything we have is tied in accordingly. All right, so I think we are ready to go. So let me wash my hands one more time, and we'll get it in the oven. All right. So here we are in the oven. We'll go ahead and get Tom the turkey, that's what I like to call it, Tom the turkey into the oven for 350. All right. So she's ready to go. It's now 2 o'clock here in the afternoon. So we're going to let it cook for 3 hours. We're going to check it again a little bit. Always keep an eye on the temperature. That's what's going to drive it. Now there's many other ways you can make a turkey, and commonly we bake it, and then a lot of people down here in the South like to fry it, and I've had fried turkey before. It's really good. And what we done over Christmas time, but we'll do this maybe down the road, is we smoked a turkey last year. So maybe we will do that for some time in the foreseeable future. We will do a smoked turkey. So coming up in a little bit, we're going to do our collards, we're going to do our potato casserole, we're going to do deviled eggs, and we're going to do stuffing. So please stay tuned and enjoy this Thanksgiving edition of our show. All right, folks, we are taking a halfway point check with our turkey, and it's looking really good so far, starting to brown on the top, just the way we want it to be. So it is cooking very nicely. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make deviled eggs. This is, and I'm not going to lie, I'll be fairly honest with you, but this is my first time making deviled eggs. So they may look a little bit choppy, but you know what? If it tastes good, that's all that matters. And I found a simple recipe that we are going to make our deviled eggs, and I'll tell you what you need to do in this recipe. And I've already took the liberty of boiling the eggs, so I'll tell you what you need to do, and then we will get started. We need 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of regular white sugar, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of mustard, a half a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of finely chopped onion, but we're going to use onion powder instead, and a tablespoon finely chopped celery, and a pinch of paprika for taste. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to boil the eggs, and I've already went ahead and saved some time on our end. So I've already boiled the eggs, I got them cut up. But what you want to do now, if you want to cut the eggs in half and you want to get the yolk out. So what we're going to do now, see if I can, we'll do it this way. We are going to take a fork and we're going to start smashing up the yolk up just like this with our fork. Just want to get it smashed up into and this recipe is called Simply Deviled Eggs. See, like that, we're just kind of taking the yolk and we're just kind of smashing it. Once we got our liquids together, it will come along just fine. Okay, now we got our yolk smashed up. What we want to do now is we want to add in the mayonnaise. So we're going to take 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. There's 1. Here's 2. Set that to the side. And now we need some sugar. So let me go over and get my sugar, which I did not grab a little bit ago. So we need a teaspoon of sugar. Okay, that's that. Now we need just a small teaspoon of white vinegar. You don't want to do a lot. So I'm going to pour it just like that. Okay. Now we need a mustard. In. We need salt. Put a little bit. There you go. I'm going to put some onion powder in. Alright, sorry about that, we had a little interruption. We'll add, okay, now we need celery. You need a tablespoon of chopped celery. I'll just add that in, just like that. Now, you want to stir it. Take our spoon and we're going to stir it until it becomes nice. And of course, after deviled eggs, after you get everything put together, you're going to want to refrigerate to cool it down before you serve it. Alright, let's go over here. We're going to make our deviled eggs. You want to do at least a spoonful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit and just start putting it in like this one. Just like that. And you could really scoop off your spoon and put one and just kind of start going around. course, you may have your own version of deviled eggs, and of course we'll be venturing different kinds of deviled eggs too. This is just one that I found that's simple and easy enough to do. Almost there. Alright, so if we have any left over, we need some extra, you always go back around and fill in missing gaps. Just like that. Alright folks, so there you have it, deviled eggs. The last thing we need to do is sprinkle just a pinch. I don't want to put too much of it on. Alright folks, there you have it. This is our deviled egg recipe. And now, coming up, we're going to do some collards. And some potato casserole in just a few minutes. And what you want to do now is you want to cover that until serving time. Stay tuned. Alright folks, let me give you guys an update on where we are so far. We just started our collards. I apologize that I don't get a chance to get the potato casserole, but we do have a video on the potato casserole a couple of videos back, so if you like that recipe is featured on there. Here's our potato casserole. It's cooking nicely, and some of y'all would like to see the final product, the turkey. Man, doesn't she look delicious. Just pulled her out, and we're getting ready to put the final touches together with our stuffing, and a couple of our family members are bringing over some additional recipes. So in just a few minutes we'll show you our early Thanksgiving. Okay ladies and gentlemen, here's our Thanksgiving dinner. We got our turkey. And let's try our turkey out. I know this is what everybody's been looking for. We got our deviled eggs, our stuffing. Everything is delicious. I want to wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you next time on our show. God bless.